Hello, everyone. Welcome in to the Armory. I am your host, John Schepps. I am at Coach Schepps on the Twitter, and we are members of the CFB Nation Podcast Network. And this evening, I am lucky enough to be joined by Army defensive back senior Bo Nicholas Paul, number 2. How are we doing this evening, Bo?
I'm doing good, sir. Thank you for having me. Appreciate everybody tuned in right now.
Excellent. Well, hey, we appreciate you, and I'm looking forward to talking to you this evening. I want to get a little bit of some background information on you. So you played down in Hillside, New Jersey, which is not too far. Well, actually, I don't have a map in front of me. I don't know exactly where Hillside, New Jersey is, but I work all over Jersey, so it is not too far from West Point. But what was it like playing in Hillside, New Jersey growing up?
Yes, sir. So Hillside is about an hour south of here, right next to Newark Airport, which everybody probably knows. And so yeah, I played for Coach Bears Grant. He's still at Hillside High School. We won a lot of football games together. We won 2 state championships together, and we kind of started a pipeline. So prior to my junior and senior year, we weren't really much of a winning program. And then Coach Grant came in. He came in the end of my freshman year, and it was me and a group of guys. We all grew up together playing Little League football, and we used to dominate Pop Warner. We won consecutive years in a row, and we pledged to each other to stick together in high school. And Coach Grant was just the right coach for us, and we were able to have an amazing career there at Hillside. And even after I left, they continued to win state championships and continue to produce a lot of D1 athletes. So my junior year, the end of my junior year, around May, I went to a huge Rutgers camp, and Army was there. And a few weeks prior, I had just found out about Army. Coach Chad Wilt, he came down to introduced me to the school. He was expressing their interest in me as an athlete. So at this camp, I don't know, and I've told this story before. I wasn't even supposed to go. Coach Grant he really insisted that I attend, and my mother supported me with the decision, put some money in my pocket so I'd be able to get down there. Grabbed a pair of cleats. I went down there, and God was with me that day. I had a day. And at the conclusion of that camp, I was blessed enough to get the offer from Coach Wilt and Coach Bateman, who was the defensive coordinator at the time, and the rest has been history.
It's incredible. That's incredible. When you were at Hillside, both sides of the ball or just defense?
Yes, sir. I play offense and defense.
What was your position on offense?
I play like a slot receiver, outside receiver.
Okay, excellent. That's awesome. So, all right, so you transitioned from there. You got your opportunity while at a Rutgers camp. So now you're transitioning into a D1 program from playing high school ball in Hillside, New Jersey. But it's not just any D1 program. This is Army, right? You're doing. There's tons of training going into you outside of just football. So what was it like transitioning to all of that, including playing D1 football?
Yes, sir. So, truthfully speaking, it was a culture shock coming from where I come from, inner city, coming to a place like this. I didn't really know what to expect. You can do your research, but this is one of those places you just have to be here yourself to experience it. No one person's experience is going to be the same as the other. So it was a huge culture shock from day one. As soon as I got off that bus and kissed my mother goodbye, it got to rolling. It got real. You got NCOs and officers in your face, and they break you down. They broke me down as soon as I got here. Broke me down for about a week and a half. Then they started to build me up. Then I started to see the vision, and I started to understand, okay, I can see what this place is going to do for me in the years to come, and who is going to make me become as a man, and just prepare me for the real world and all the things that's to come after. But it was definitely a culture shock. You're wearing a uniform every day. You're shaving. I never shaved in my life prior to having to come here. Yeah.
By choice or just the hair hadn't grown in yet?
Your face got to be clean.
I mean you prior to coming here. Did you have the facial hair, or you just?
Oh yeah, yes
young?
sir. I had me a little goatee.
Okay.
I felt like it was something. Right. It wasn't really.
I had long hair before I started covering you guys, and I felt if I'm coming up there, I'm buzzing it off. You should have seen me 3 weeks ago, so I didn't want to stick out.
We appreciate that.
Yeah. Was there anybody who took you under their wing? So whether it's just, maybe an elder statesman football player or just a cadet who wasn't playing football, was there anybody who helped kind of get you through the early on process while starting there?
Yes, sir. So I'd say I was kind of very introverted when I first stepped foot here, just trying to find my way, find my path, find my role. And then, I attended the prep school on campus first prior to actually being at the academy. So at the prep school, you have like graduate assistants per se that come down and coach. So James Gibson, he was a starting safety here and he was a captain here. So when I was at the prep school, he was in AI for us. So he was coaching that those 6 months after he graduated, he was coaching at the prep school. He coached the defensive backs. So I was blessed enough to have him to be my coach, along with Mike Reynolds. They're out in the Army doing great things now. But those two guys, they were able to answer all my questions, and they were very relatable, coming from where they came from, and they were hell of a football players. So I say those two guys, they embraced me early. They understood where some of my actions and my thoughts were coming from, and they were able to talk me into some sense and able to make me have certain realizations about where I was at before I was able to really appreciate it.
It's awesome. All right, so now let's get into kind of you playing football at Army. What's the off season like? I know you're a senior this year, right? So what is the off season like for an Army Black Knight?
Yes, sir. So I mean, you got your classes. I'm in class all morning. I take a class directly after lunch too. Then I'm shooting straight up here. We're either working out, and now we're in spring ball, so we're practicing. But aside from spring ball, we're working out, we're meeting, we're putting in extra work, getting with the younger guys, trying to get them up to speed to the standard that I expect for the cornerback room to play at this season. We're putting in that extra time as a group, and then I'm heading back down. I'm getting a quick dinner in, and I'm banging out homework until my eyes shut on me and wake up, repeat. And it's kind of a nonstop process, but you get accustomed to it.
Yeah, and then in July, you guys, I'm hearing you guys go away for a few weeks. You do some training. So when does that come up?
Yes, sir, that is correct. So I'll be taking my last final in about a month from today, and then I'll have probably about like 5 days with my family at home, and then I'll be shooting back up here, and then we'll be starting CODT. The Rising Seniors will be starting CODT, which is a military training, kind of like I'm not sure how up to speed you are with like military terms, but like
No, I'm not. I'm learning. I'm learning.
right, it's real deal. It's as real as it can get for a cadet. Really, we're gonna be out in the field. We're gonna be sleeping in the field. We're gonna be running drills, running missions, simulating missions, of course, and it's a grind. It's a grind. We'll be sleeping a couple nights in the field, but that's what makes us different.
Right. And I imagine coming from a football background, you said you played Pop Warner, being part of a team, being responsible to do your job. And I'm sure it's that to the 10th degree. I would imagine it's so much more so than that. So man, that's incredible. I've been hearing stories kind of about what you guys are doing, and that's after spring camp, and that's before summer camp. So that's a lot on your plate. So I really respect you guys. So all right, let's talk about your career at West Point. So last year you played in 11 games, you had 15 tackles, 2 passes defended. Do you have any so what are you thinking for the upcoming season? What are your goals headed into the 2023 season?
Yeah, I just want to win. I want to win every game, sir. I'm not gonna lie. We have to start with what's in front of us. Ahead, I want to grace of God get through camp healthy, you know, and just be ready going into week one. I
Yeah.
know if we're on our P's and Q's, every game will handle itself. Like we, in the most humblest way possible. When we're, I was about to curse. I'm not gonna curse on your podcast.
You're right. Yeah, I appreciate that.
When we're locked in, only people that can beat us are ourselves, or if that makes
Love it.
sense.
Oh, heck yeah. I mean, I played football, so I get it. And I'm watching you guys. The energy is high. I love when you guys run out into the practice field. You're being met by a coach. The energy is high. I can tell you guys are locked in. So I'm looking forward to watching it this season. So I want to say, so far, up until this point, what would you say is your either greatest team accomplishment or personal accomplishment?
Winning that CIC, that COVID year, 2020, that was a surreal feeling. We weren't even supposed to play football that year, and then we were blessed enough to play about like 12 games, I believe, that season. And we beat the hell out of Navy, beat the hell out of Air Force, and getting that ring was huge, sir.
Yeah.
So that's definitely like the most surreal moment since I've been here, football wise, for sure.
What has been your favorite stadium? Like your famous, you guys away game, outside of Mikey Stadium. what has been your favorite stadium to go and play in?
Outside of Mikey, I had to say Wisconsin, sir. Wisconsin was jumping.
Yeah.
They do this thing. I forget either if it's at the start of halftime or the fourth quarter, but the fans literally shake the whole stadium.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know the song, Eric?
It's I'm gonna look it up for you.
Yeah, I can't think of it.
I have a producer, and I bet the producer's going to put that clip in, a clip of that in while you're talking about it. I'm going to check it out after.
It's crazy. They literally, and you're just standing there, and it's like, yo,
Jump around.
jump around.
All right, classic.
Yeah, Wisconsin's crazy.
Classic. That's awesome. Are you looking forward to playing up in Gillette Stadium this year against Navy?
Up in Massachusetts, it should be cool. I got family up there, so it should be cool. It definitely should be something special. A lot of great people done played on that stadium as well. So shit, I get to play with Tom Brady played. That's amazing.
Yeah, a lot of good defenders too, right? Ty Law played up there for a while. So now, besides Army Navy, do you have any games circled? Like you're like, all right, I'm looking forward to this game this week. Let's go.
Yes, sir. So, of course, I'm looking forward to week 1. That's the first opportunity, first chance to compete, first chance to set the tone for my senior season and meet all my goals and all my expectations. But I'd be lying if I didn't say I didn't have LSU circled on there. You know, those are the games you dreamed of, and those are games where that's just going to be real personal for me.
Speaking of DBs, I was talking about Ty Law. Think about all the good DBs that have played down there, man. Hollow ground.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. So that's going to be special to showcase my talents at that stage. And, of course, you treat every game the same, but LSU is definitely circled. ULM is circled. Boston College is circled. Syracuse is circled. I got a friend, and he graduated from my high school as well that plays down in Syracuse right now. He's real talented, Mufan Parkman. So being able to play against him now would be a super dope moment, just being two Hillside kids, getting a lineup against one another. UTSA is circled on there. Dell State will be circled as well. Every game, I'm not gonna lie, sir. Every game, it has its own meaning to it. I don't know, just the way the schedule's set up, it feels like this is the year.
Yeah, and it's a tough schedule, but you seem ready for it. You know, it seems like the team's up for it. You guys don't seem shook. You seem like you're looking at this as more so, like you said, like the only things that's stopping you is you.
Absolutely. So absolutely.
That's a great way to look at it. All right, I got one last question for you. I'm going to keep it light. All right, you guys are practically training to be heroes, right? So not just football. You know, you guys are Army cadets, and that's what you go to do, you know, after you complete your college career. But I'm talking superheroes. All right, I'm going to ask everybody this question. Who's your favorite superhero growing up and why?
Favorite superhero
growing
up? Jeez.
You don't get asked this one a lot.
Nah, I don't think I've ever been asked a question like that.
Yeah.
My mother.
Your mother? Excellent answer.
My mother, for sure.
Excellent. I love it. Well, hey, Bo, I appreciate your time, man. I appreciate you coming on and joining Armory, and I wish you nothing but success this season. And I'll be checking you guys out all year, and I can't wait for the spring game.
No doubt. I appreciate you, my man. Best of luck with everything.
Thank you. Take care.
I'll see you around.
Bye.
All right, man. Appreciate it.